mantle. If you say I'm a fake prophet and you are a genuine prophet, now go for the contest. It will be like the day of Elijah. Since I'm a fake prophet and I'm here to say it again, if I'm a fake prophet, you are a real prophet, let's go for the contest. Power. Say the one who knows Jesus. You are the one that knows Jesus. You are Jesus bestie. Come and prove Jesus. When we pray, miracle happen, you say it's fake. When we prophesy, you say it's fake. You not get a real one. Come straight to us. That's what I'm going to say. I was not criticizing. With all due respect, I can never criticize any pastor in that people. Everybody have that view. You can stand today and say the people for that view. You can say the people for that view. Are you? You can say, oh, say it. If I say the people for that view, say you are the crocodile for that view. Say it. Say it. Say with the whole time, say, I am the crocodile for that view. Nobody can weapon me. Say it. We have some people God that have called themselves Kuku me for la bureau. Kuku me for la bureau. And that's your title. So if I say I am the father of prophet, say you the grandfather for prophet. You know you are pro. If I say I'm the father for prophecy, say that you the grandfather for prophecy. And if you want the context, have it. Father, who the father now? Show the father. And prophet, what's the father? What's the nonsense coming up in the body of Christ? What's going on? Young men that should be under mentorship. When you tell them to go to school, they don't want to go to school. When you can talk to people listening and you call yourself prophet. This is too much in this country. You get grab somebody's name and picture and paraphrase their statement and then put on social media, you go free, you will not go free. We are going to go after it. Get ready. Monday, all the blockers that is carrying my picture with my name, lying on my name, you place my picture with another pastor picture. You say, Pastor Sammy David said this. Pastor Sammy David said this.
Musa is a criminal. Musa loves money. He gets it. So he thinks due is only money. Musa is not doing. Musa is working for Musa's motive and so that he get a second chance. Yes, Musa they have not issued one government statement or anything critical against this government because the gentleman with the government to ensure the second term, the only form is coming.
Acknowledge, but not bow. Our backs are straight. We can face it like people. Our vision is clear. On this journey, we will stay on the side of the Latin Constitution. We will stay on the side of the House of Representatives. Law is the law. We must proceed by the law. Movement, I don't want to do that. 1 more day, 49. The meeting is there 49. You see how I back my official file and I go where I need to be. For this nonsense, for every day, two group of people, either abuse or abuse, with whatever reasons they have, come in and disturb the house and this leadership. Personal advertisement, that boss is going to stop here.
Representative Mama Briggs Mensa.
President's chamber.
Does not meet the standards established by the law. That's one t-shirt, and the rules does not allow t-shirts. In this regard, it does not meet the standards of the rule 2.13. Thank you.
to say that I'm not a politician. I was brought on board by these people. And the people brought me because they wanted something.
Before ready to you allow us to finish it.
Can't go to America. You told me somebody in fact converted. That means you practically me. I was supporting you. I was Holy Ghost.
You are a murderer. You are. You are on national TV, ordering the torture and the slashing of the ears of the sitting president of the Republic of Liberia. You are a murderer. And you will have your day in court. And again, I thank President George Manneh Weah for cutting you loose, because you were being protected by the powers that be. I thank my friend President Weah for cutting you loose, for not taking your call.
Don't tell me about that. I want to be independent.
Wow, fini le temps.
We have a responsibility for a cross section of young people in this country who are labor and dedicated their heart and soul to the Populous People Revolution. We owe them. We owe them. We owe them clearly a protection of their effort. And you can't gamble, yeah.
To one look on someone afraid. The contact of killing one of our Matthew Joe disappointing me when the people came in that council, along with the minister, came to visit the site. They were very disappointed on the way the money was spent. Other people came, they were not interested. The whole project was
that will be thy name, thy kingdom come. That will be done. Eh? That will be done. Who make us fight against all? I will not
The issue develop our country should not be part of politics. It should not be politicized. We want this country to benefit from what we truly deserve from the national cake of this country. So we mystically want to commit this country for a few, or a particular group of fear. I will never come here to you today and say to you because I am this. Everybody in this position and say because you do not have the right. No, our messages will define us. We think this country will be fine, greater than what it is. Its souls are reconciled. We are against division in this country. We go against people. You people who continuously want to take action that send a misconception about. My fundamental issue is that the leaders of this country, leadership, they got to take leaders of this country.
The African politician is perhaps, with due respect to them, Africa's class. And in my rural village, they elect some semi-illiterate individual. And everybody knows he is not wise. But the day after his election, when he attends a forum, those who invite him to speak will say, let so and so whom we elected yesterday share his wisdom with us. And I want to assure you that there is no magic in the ballot box. If you are dunderhead, the mere fact that you have been elected does not convert you into anything. You just remain an elected dunderhead. And Africa has no shortage of dunderheads who are leading her in the wrong direction.
must always exceed your current, the size of your dreams must always exceed your current capacity to achieve them. If your dreams do not scare you, they are not big enough. You start off with a small dream, you may not have much left when it is fulfilled, because along the way, life will test your dreams and it demands from you. Before a woman will take you serious, it is either you have money or you have clearly seen that you have a bad good job. My brother, listen to me. When you finally make money, if a woman does not have a clear path, avoid her. Go to a party, go to nightclubs. They will think they are conducting Parents' Day simply because a lot of young girls of nowadays are currently spending their prime with sugar daddies and married men. Once they clock 30, they will start going to church, convincing you that they are a rich person, that you should forget about her past. Do not forget about her past as well. Run away from her, my brother. Her past contains multiple doggies shared among young boys, married men, and sugar daddies. You don't want to learn anything from the only son of his parents. Don't worry. Sabotage the camera.
Because we pour a crowd of yesterday, what men are looking for notice, what people are looking for notice. The Lord said, "Go start marrying here to honor man, really party, have a great party headquarters with party, having meeting with physicians, and there's bottle related policies in the form of money. That's why I honor man in this program. You need more for the door, the poor won't be party headquarters of our business. You see, food on our table, we won't be there. Then the father, I couldn't hear that rent 2 years ago, they keep them all. They don't feel bad, they probably that one will be better. But I have a point, I was going to be in 2029. I saw how they don't let more. Then I don't put down in the one more party or the one more the table or the one the harmonization to restore the salary.
Of Nigeria, you see that executive mansion? I will turn into a 5-star hotel. I don't need to be insist in elaborate infrastructure. It's been proven that you can run the executive mansion right out of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. You can run the executive mansion out of small place. Why do we need a whole Ministry of State just for presidential affairs? And it's a place where different people, all our look, even me now as CEO, with 5,000 employees across Africa in multiple countries, I don't really have a special assistant. A laptop is it. I have different departments, different heads of different sections in the world. Why do we need a president to have such elaborate infrastructure? The sooner we review this, the better the budget will begin to work for us and for the people. If that doesn't happen, we're always going to have this situation. And that's why we say, ladies and gentlemen of the press, people in Radio Land, that we need to change the governance style of our country by choosing the people to be powerful. Thank you so much.
With the people has been the gateway to our economy. All along in La Grosse 1847, the people in Freeport been operating in continue. For Freeport to be the way it is today, was not we are constructed more building our many operating in. So George Weah presidency issue was not about development, or lack of development. It was about the CDC inability to have a spring of workings to the Liberia people. What?
Constantly threatening the states, constantly inciting people. I want to be clear. We will now tolerate those citizens. Those that constantly insulting the president. I want to be clear that after this, there will be no citizen in this country. And I can defy you. However, insult the president and things will not in the school prison.
And so that's what we're doing. You know, the party is doing it. Forget about me now. Okay. Forget about me. According to them, they say we're bad. Right? So, what kind of explanation I'm giving you? In Franco, in Mexico, don't hear me. These people continue to love the let me tell you, it is not true that we lost elections because of mobilization. They're not true. That's part of the propaganda effect because mobilization carried 15,000 Liberians to higher salary. Mobilization brought 7,000 Liberians to lower salary. So I will ask the Liberian people today, if 15,000 people get salary increase, they don't have it. If 7,000 people get salary decrease, of course, they vex.
They were saying, how much that
But I'm also there. Here for in the election time, you want to confused. Right now, I'm confused now. So I was set of information I was giving them for the election. Now 2 years on now, they're not sitting down. They're asking a set of questions. But why did you run down my This is it's like let me tell you something. We did an analogy. A guy was with a married wife because go and guess for her. There's somebody who wanted to call for that person. I want to be that man. When you are now buying back, you start traveling with that man. The thing I think you're getting now. So do the man. The guy will look around, you are all about to be the man. The guy like the man. You do things with RIA, then you get that to people or a friend can pick you up. Sales more, you get that. You get by the car. You get say, I'm saying something. Oh, I told you I'm going to you after you can. You get that. What's in the first time? Bolona, like you I don't think that thing will happen.
Yes, a great way to say good morning. Welcome to the Positive Show right here on Love Radio 105.1. It's a pleasant way to say the month have actually divided itself. Today happens to be the 15th day of January 2026. For those of you who made resolutions and attach time into it, how far are you for the month of January? Oh yes, it's good to get information. But what kind of information are you getting? Because information is as important as food, water, shelter, and medication. It's the education and information you're getting transforming your mind, or is it having you stagnated based on party lines or party ideology? I will say to you, when the minds are developed, the eyes appreciate the works of the hands. Lazy heads make a man poor. Intelligent hands bring him wealth. This is the Positive Show. We bring you the flash searches from the Rivers International Airport, vehicle and traffic movement in Monrovia and its environs, health tip, the exchange rate from the Central Bank of Liberia, the weather forecast, security alerts. Our simple miners and courtesy tips dealing with the issues that matters, holding our factor constant, that we preserve the airwaves from imperatives. We uphold the sacredness of this noble profession. Because in union, strong success is sure. We've got above our rights to prove we over or prevail. With hands and hands, our country cause defending, we meet the fool with valor unpretending. Another day, another time, another opportunity. We have 24 hours given us by God. The good, the bad, the ugly, the evil. The question is, what have you to do with the 24 hours? Are you going to be a follower or are you going to take the lead? You're going to be a voice or an echo? The choice is yours to make. Every moment, every minute, every second, every hour counts. And the Buddha folks will say, the way you lay your mark is how you're going to lie on it. If answer for our team song followed by a commercial commitment, all packaged here in today's edition of the program, The Positive Show. My name is Rufus Divine Cannon. I lead and I follow. For among equals, of course, I'm destined for greatness. Oh yes, it was wonderful on yesterday. The National Countess meet has taken a ship. And on Sunday, we go back again. But Presley on Saturday for the third place. My Gibby is not there for third place, My Gibby was well watched on yesterday by Nimba County. But the folks of My Gibby came up with a lot of information, which we are actually going to do a follow-up on to authenticate. But the folks, there's a few players, including the first goalkeeper. You know, the guys took something from the other side to have allowed Nimba County to score 4 goals within the first half. Is this true? We're going to go deeper. But interestingly, the most talked about, Coach Pepe was defeated last evening by Grand Crew County. So the people of Grand Crew County still nursing the injury they sustained on yesterday's defeat. We hope you be consoled as you face Mike Gibby in the 10th place. So it's all going to be happening on Saturday and Sunday. So on Saturday, Mike Gibby in the football category go against Grand Clifford County. While Sunday, you have Nimba County battering Grand Crew County. Oh yeah, it's gonna be wonderful. The female category, oh man, Nimba girls were defeated on yesterday. We're gonna talk more of these things right here on the Positive Show. Entertainment as well is inclusive. If today's your birthday, I'd love to say happy birthday to you. Like my good friend and brother, Vavli Kamara of ELBC. He celebrates his birthday today. Also, the man, Jared Gay. Oh, yes, you guys are celebrating your birthday today. Congratulations, guys. Wish you all the best as you celebrate your natality. May God richly bless you and our own to you as you continue to work in the interest of Liberia and informing the people adequately, professionally. So happy birthday to you, Babla Kamara. Oh wow, my mind going way back. So a pass of our team song followed by commercial commitment. So don't go away. Call a friend to tell a friend we do it together. Right here on the Positive Shore, Love Radio 105.1.
You want more of the world best entertainment to start your year? Then you don't want more of the world best entertainment to start your year? Then you don't need to worry about anything, sir. DSTV get you. We get kicks, we get scores, we get action show, we get war show, we get real police drama, we get fun, plenty for everybody. So just relax, come on and get connected. They get upgrade on the jet for you. More channel, more show, and more happiness for you and the entire family every day. DSTV get you all the way to buy, pay, or reconnect. Get that star 156 hash on your Lone Star or star 144 hash on your Orange. For anything you want to know, you must call +231 777 510 753 or +231 886 510 753. Hey man, DSTV is for everybody.
Whoa! MTN mobile money now do it again for the first time in Liberia. First time in Liberia, you can send money from your phone straight to Africa, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Guinea, Uganda, Rwanda, Mali, and Senegal. No more stressing on how you will send your children's school fees to Rwanda or your market money to Guinea or even order your goods from Ghana. Momo is now across borders. So just dial star 156 star 1 hash, select international transfers and follow the instructions.
Send money instantly and conveniently across Africa right from the phone. Dial star 156 star 1 hash and select international transfer to cross borders with Momo. Outbound remittance powered by BNB and Lone Star sell MTN mobile money.
MTN. Before the sunrise.
Your car renter is bigger and better with affordable rides for you. Anywhere in Monrovia, it's $5 or its equivalent for a ride. You can order a ride anywhere within Syncor and Central Monrovia and pay just $5 or its equivalent in Liberian dollar. Airport drop-off is $30 or its equivalent in Liberian dollar. And Pinsville is just $15. Book your ride by calling 0880 378692 0880 378 487 or 0555 773 773. Once again, book your ride by calling 0880 3786 92 0880 378 487 or 0555 773 773. You car renters, your affordable ride just for you.
Oh yes, we can advertise the goods and services for you. Just come here. We are located right in the technology building, right on 10th Street in Syncor, the land site. And interestingly, very affordable prices for you. We run your goods and services just right on this radio. You can also do live streaming for your events. Just contact us. We'll be glad that you did. So let's now go to the rest of the segments. This morning, we are here up to 10 o'clock, beginning with the Central Bank of Liberia exchange rate as of Wednesday, 14th of January. The Central Bank of Liberia posted on its website the buying and selling rates. So we begin with the buying rate. The buying rate, as stated by the Central Bank of Liberia on its website, is 179.60, while the selling rate is 181.76. 181.76 is the selling rate, and the buying rate is 179.60. So that does it for the exchange rate. Let's now go to BBC. Thanks to the BBC for always providing us the weather forecast. This morning, the BBC is reporting as of now 26 degrees Celsius. Of course, precipitation is 30%. The wind is blowing 6 kilometers per hour, and humidity is 84%. Oh yes, humidity is 84%. So this morning is quite interesting. Wow, good things in store. We got a lecture this morning, and on yesterday we observed a lot of things nationally. We've come to realize, and these things are not good at all. Yes, what I noticed on yesterday on the field, if we continue to do these things, I mean, I was kind of surprised. That's why, for every time I sit on this platform or have the opportunity to express on issues of national concern, I always made mention of the education ministry reintroducing civics in our schools. On yesterday, what I saw, and this is not just unique to the county meet, but most of our public gatherings, most of our public, you understand that people, people who you least expect to have gone that route, even journalists are also part of this thing. Can you imagine? The national anthem is being sung. You find journalists moving from one end to the other. You find lawmakers walking. You find officers, I mean, police, AFO, I mean, all of them, they're moving here, there, yonder, while the national anthem is being sung. Come on, my people. So you want to tell us that a lot of you don't know the importance of that national anthem. Even when the flag is being hosted, find people moving, they don't care. Amen. But we'll talk about that in depth after these segments. Yeah, we'll talk about that in depth. It's kind of unfortunate. People you least expect, come on, the case that we should be correcting. Say, hey, when the national anthem is sung, you need to be in attention and all the kind of thing. They all people. They are the ones we have to be correcting. Say, look, the national anthem is sung. You need to be in attention. Stop the movement. Well, we'll talk about that in depth. So let's now try to get to Francis, where he is this morning, to update us regarding the vehicular traffic movement. This morning, like I said, for every time you see me here in the morning, as early as this, we wake up early in the morning to make our way to work. Most especially, it has increased. Despite we always come to work early, but the situation there at the 540 end where we have the overpass, it gets some of us waking up. We are used to it, but those who gotta wake up 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, you prepare yourself 8 o'clock before you start coming. This time around, they're waking up at 5. It's kind of good. It's good that way. But the police and others are doing extremely well. Let me commend the Public Work Ministry and her partner for the work. Is speedy mood, and we observe that there are a lot of detours being created nowadays, and roads construction on the way. And I learned today I'm going to pay a visit in that area to get first-hand information. The Peace Island connecting to SKD Boulevard is another fun one that is in sight. The folks are speeding up that project. The project is moving on smoothly. Yes, development comes with pain. So let me encourage our people, regardless of the political differences, let us not politicize the development in our country, but rather embrace it. The people of Ghana today, they appreciating how Ghana looked when Jerry John Rowland and others started that demolition exercise to construct bridges, overpass, and all kinds of things. They saw it to be bad, but today Ghana stands tall amongst her peers and even going international. So we need to appreciate that as old as we are, there are a lot of things that we are lacking. Road network, most especially, the Tottenham Boulevard is being overly used. Yes, Tottenham Boulevard has been overly used. So when we have detours, we have connection, it will be very good for us. Like the 12th Street to the Kesselly Boulevard end is another thing that is inside. I learned that plans are on the way. So we want to actually call on the people of 12th Street to prepare yourself. Yes, prepare yourself. Yeah, prepare yourself because you know that, oh, why are the people be breaking our homes? People will try to politicize it. But at the end of the day, you will be the same old people. You'll be the same old people to say, yes, don't hear me going way in time before I get on car to go to Freeport, turn to go on the Somalia Drive or the Japanese freeway. No, you just use right to where you are, 12th Street. You get to Kesselly Boulevard, head on you to Bannerville Junction, and you can access any part of the freeway there. It's going to be wonderful that way. So we need to embrace what development. It comes with pain. So while it is true that development comes with pain, we're also encouraging the Popular Work Ministry through its information arm. Or we can say the Ministry of Information, Culture Affairs, and Tourism. You need to do more. Get to caution the people, give them the early warnings. Tell them, say, look, at this point in time, prepare yourself. The kickstart of the demolition exercise for the connection of the Kesselly Boulevard to the Sport Street area is going to begin. Do not just get on them, unaware with a very short time frame. No, get to inform the people ahead of time. If there's any compensation that will be made, you need to arrange with them and let them get to know that, yes, indeed, this time we will see this thing happening. A lot of people, come on, let's be real. A lot of people, they build in the alley, they build in to places that they shouldn't. They say, what that government get money to carry on development. But why it is true, now that you knew very well that you were squatting and you placed durable structures on those squatters' areas. Let's face the reality tonight. You know very well the place now you're squatting. Anytime government can get ready to carry on development, and when you place some kind of good structure there, now it's time that the people carry on development and it can't be. All right. So let's now make our way to Francis. Francis, where Francis is this morning. Francis will update us. Francis will definitely update us on the vehicular traffic movement this morning. Francis Cromer. Francis will update us this morning on the vehicular traffic movement to the location where he is at the moment. And then we will begin from there to inform you all the things that we have observed in the traffic. Yes, other things that we've observed in the traffic. Yeah, so wherever Francis is this morning, we're trying to make every effort to get Francis on the line. So if we cannot get Francis on the line this morning, then we will give you detail of things that we've seen, and yes, things that we've seen, learned, and we see happening within the traffic. Please, drivers adhere to the rules and regulations. Now that the Ministry of Transport through the GSM companies have alerted us that you can pay, you can do your registration, the vehicle registration through mobile money. You can pay your stuff through mobile money. Yes, you can do other transactions through your mobile money service. Yes, that's a good thing. At least gradually we are getting there. Just carry your document, and at the end of the day, just pay your fees through the mobile money service. That's going to be good. Because we cannot get Francis this morning. Now let's begin by getting you to understand that for those of you, most of us who are in the Painesville area, it gets so tense in the morning making our way towards town. So the vehicular traffic movement gets stopped along the Tottenham Boulevard, beginning with the Boulevard Junction at this point in time, as far as the 540 corridor where you have the overpass being constructed. Heads on, you will have a little relief in the traffic moving forward, but it is kind of bumper to bumper early morning out there during the morning hours heading towards town, and it's bumper to bumper during the afternoon hours coming from town. We know that a lot of things those kinds of major issues where cars will break down and you won't take the vehicles on the road, especially along the highway. We've observed that a lot of deaths have occurred over the period of time for abandoned vehicles. Yes, abandoned vehicles along the highway have caused a lot of deaths. Yes. So we want to say to the police, the motorcycles that you guys have, it is not only for you to be passing around in the city center. You got lots of vehicles, you have lots of motorcycles to reach out to those areas. Yes, the highway especially. The highway is one of the concentration um, that you need to pay keen attention to. Most especially if you see speeding vehicle overly speeding, you need to control their movement. Yes, in other countries, these things do happen. When somebody is driving above the speed limit that is required for that corridor, you get their attention. If that person is persistent in that, you give the person ticket. It will be very good that way. Lives and properties, you know that you want to come and you want to go and come back quickly, and to make all of the money. But guess what? Your life also involved. That vehicle that you are riding, the iron, it faced a weather. So if you say you master in driving, speeding, the next man may not be careful. Accident will occur. Lives will be taken away. Properties will be damaged. We don't want to see these things by the negligence of drivers. Pedestrians, please use the crosswalk. Yes, pedestrians, please use the crosswalk. Drivers, distance yourself. When you see people on the crosswalk, don't get too close to them. That's why you have a line before the crosswalk. That line gives 6 feet between you and the people or the pedestrians that are using the crosswalk. So you need to adhere to these signs. You need to adhere to these signs. Some of you just got in this driving business. You did not go to driving school, so you are not acquainted with these rules, these signs. So, and the Public Work Ministry and its partners have made it possible to put these electronic boards all over. Yes, put these electronic boards all over so that you take up your time and read on some of these things. See, the signs are there. If you say, "Oh, I can't read," but the signs are there. You understand? You see the X when you are not to overtake in curves and all the kind of stuff. Please, let us go now to the Robertson International Airport. and bring you the flat schedules from the Roberts International Airport this morning, beginning with arrivals. Arrivals this morning, we say Ethiopian Airlines is reporting that Flight Trader 24 is reporting that Ethiopian Airlines will arrive at the Roberts International Airport at 10:05 this morning from Freetown, Sierra Leone, and the flight is ET942. Ethiopian Airlines flight ET942 from Freetown, Sierra Leone will arrive at the Roberts International Airport at 10:05 this morning. And our next flight this morning is Air Peace flight P47536 from Accra, Ghana. We arrive at the Roberts International Airport at 5:35 this evening, while for the last arrival is Kenya Airways flight KQ508 from Accra, Ghana. We arrive at the Roberts International Airport at 5:40 this evening. Now we move on to departures from the Roberts International Airport. Departures from the Roberts International Airport, beginning with Ethiopian Airlines. Ethiopian Airlines flight ET942 will depart the Roberts International Airport for Addis Ababa at 11:05 this morning. While we have, lastly, for departures, Kenya Airways flight KQ509 will depart the Roberts International Airport at 6:40 for Accra, Ghana. So that does it for the flight schedules this morning, arrivals and departures from the Roberts International Airport. Our health tip this morning, we encourage you as always, please make water your friend. Drink enough water, 2 to 3 liters a day or even more. It will help you. What is actually going to happen there is that when you have taken in water, there's some of us who sweat a lot, we get dehydrated. So we need to replace the water we poured out through our sweat. So if you are that kind of person who can drink water, you sweat a lot, you're not replacing that water, come on. It's very, 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 very terrible for your health. Drink water. You are going to strain your kidney and liver when you are not drinking. Make sure to drink water. Water is very essential for the body. Yes, it's very essential for the body. Essential to your health. Please drink enough water. 2 to 3 liters a day. It's going to help you. Some of you, you go to urinate, you see your urine so dim, aside from infection. The reason why it is that way as well, because you don't drink water, so the kidney screen, to put out that waste. And a lot of you are fond of the habit. You love to keep urine. Say, me, I don't urinate. The people bad this one. You are harming yourself. You are causing more harm to yourself. And for those of you who are fond in a habit, you are not distant from coming down with kidney problem. Oh yes, that's the reality, because what's going to happen there is for every time you keep that urine, all of those bacteria and things that should have come out of the system, you keep them there, they're going to make their way back into the system and it's going to hamper your kidney. That's where you start developing kidney stones and all kind of stuff. You come down with kidney problem. And a further analysis, do you know how much it costs for dialysis? You know how much? So instead of you reaching that level where your kidney will be damaged and you'll be going for dialysis every week, every month, avoid that by getting yourself engaged in drinking enough water. Even when you have infection, even when you come down with infection, maybe urinary tract infection and some of the STIs or STDs and things, the more you drink water, it flush some of these things out while you're taking the medication. People who don't drink water or enough water, they always experience urinary tract infection. Yes. You're not drinking water, so how can the kidney filter all those things from the system? They won't, because the whole system is dry. Drink water, my friend, and we always say to you, avoid the too much of cold water. When you are eating olive food, please drink room temperature water. Eating olive food, please drink room temperature water. Avoid drinking cold water while you are taking in your meals. When you are taking in your meals, you drink cold water, it gives the digestive system very hard time, because you have frozen all the things that you put in the system, you're freezing them. The system needs to be warm so that the liver and kidney be able to scrutinize all of those kind of stuff. Limit your salt intake. A lot of you love those too much salt. You are creating a serious problem for yourself. High blood pressure and all the kind of thing. It increase your blood pressure. Get to make fruits a part of your diet. Avocado, the one called butter pear. That is very good for you too. Eat it, both male and female. It's very healthy. It comes with lots of benefits. Yes, the cucumber. Cucumber is very important for our digestive system. The cucumber, yes. And then sometimes you may not know that you've been bothered by cancerous cells, or you're developing cancerous cells. You see the tomatoes, the fresh tomatoes. Eat it, get it. It's very good. It battles cancerous cells as well. Likewise, you have the soursop. The soursop is very good. It fights against all kinds of cancerous cells. The soursop. Coconut water is very good for you. Drink the coconut water. Get the lime, and squeeze the lime in the coconut water and drink it. It has lots of health benefits. It fights against inflammation and other issues. So please, these are things you take every time I sit here. I tell you, you take it lightly. When Rufus speaking or data, no, we read about these things. We go beyond asking those that are in the medical field as to whether these things are possible or they are right, and it has been approved. We put them to test, see looking good, something, because we apply these things. Stop the too much heavy eating late hours. Me, I can eat anything. I can eat anything in the down. Again, but I mean, my sister good knows you are harming yourself gradually. Avoid heavy eating. Then you finish eating heavily, then you take cold water, you drink it, you go to bed. What you're going to do there is that you're going to screen the heart, the kidney, the liver, and other organs to break down the component of food that you have eaten. That's why some of you're growing, you look so obese. Stop the late eating. Stop the late eating. You wake up, you feel so tired and all those things. You eat heavily. Watch your diet. So not diet tired, no, but at least minimize that heavy olive food eating in the night. When you go to bed, the body will be at rest. And what's going to happen to get those food broken down? It's going to strain the heart, the kidney, and the liver. Because the body is not in motion to burn some of the calories and all that kind of stuff. So get for yourself Familiarize yourself and make it a part of your diet. You get the cucumber, you eat the cucumber, the avocado. You also have the tomatoes. We said you can also get ginger. Drink ginger tea. Yes, it's very healthy. Ginger tea. You get a lime juice. You drink the lime tea. Drink something warm. Yes, before you go to bed, drink something warm. It's going to help you, help the digestive system. So, with that being said, this is how we conclude on our health tip today. Make sure we encourage you to seek doctor appointments. Go and do your health check. It's always good for you to do your health check. Do not abuse the drugs. You see, you get infection, your urine smelling, that's urinary tract infection. Go and seek medication. Hmm? Don't misuse the drugs, taking the hardcore antibiotics. No, you need not to do that. You need not to do that. Yes. So this morning, we move on now to our simple manners and courtesy. Simple manners and courtesy. We always say to you, please, thank you, that level of gratitude shown to somebody who may have extended hands to you. It gives that person the openness to do even more when required. They feel so pleased to even do for you because you always show that level of gratitude. But a lot of us, we don't show gratitude. We complain and we don't just appreciate people at all. Appreciate the person for the little they have done, though they should have done more as you expected. But in as much that person took up the time to extend, that effort, show gratitude. You go to a gathering, you get on the phone. Then what's the essence of you going to that gathering? Come on. Make sure to have conversation. And a lot of us, we miss out on these things. The reason why you go to big programs, you go to events and things, is for you to make friends. It's for you to familiarize yourself with people. There will be a lot of people from different backgrounds that will be there. So that openness, putting aside your phones, these are things that people watch so closely. When you are so fond of your phone, I don't use my phone. My phone, I'm so addicted to my phone. Come on. When you go to areas where people expect conversation, the exchange of conversation, you just on your phone, it shows your limitation, how limited you are. It shows how limited you are. You've been taken for a date. The reason why that man looking for that date is to have deeper conversation with you. And for you to your head in your phone, that's distraction. Put away the phone and have conversation with the person. Having conversation with the person, it opens your mind, it gets you to understand who that person is, what their intents are, and and put you in the right way to understand and move forward. If you are to continue the friendship with the person through conversation, you will understand. Say, look, okay, yes, I think I can control, I can move along with the person because people, you get to know people through conversation. You see the arrogance in the person through conversation. So if you're not sensitive enough, you are the phone type, you are so glued to your phone, even if that person has something good in store for you, you rather divert their attention to something else and just for that few time after then they are done with you. That's why a lot of you, when people call you, they have different with you, you have some interaction for the first time, the way in which you represent yourself, the way in which you will carry out, the activities. It will encourage that person, aside from love affairs, it will encourage that person to call you for the second time or have that frequent we are so arrogant in that form of manner, and especially you go to a meeting, you just on your phone. Oh, even there's something they ask you question, you will not respond adequately because your attention was not there. Your attention was on the phone. You are seated at that moment, but you are communicating with a lot of people who don't even mean well for you. I would say that the reason why you went at that place is to have that exchange. Hmm? As soon as you myself, I see you on your phone too much. I say, I leave. Because the reason why we came here is to have conversation, and get to know each other. So please avoid it too much phone business. And a lot of you go places, the first thing you do, you take picture, you do this, you do that. People follow up, especially some of you who are social media freak. People follow your day-to-day activities just by your social media posts and all the kind of thing. Yes, they follow these things. Oh, you were to the place here yesterday. Oh, you were to the place here. Come on. And then one times, but is this person around? So yesterday when I was on the field, some of my friends, oh man, you here? I said, yeah. We in our late space. We in our late corner. Like that, you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna add value to you. Let people wonder if you are there. Sometimes let them wow. I haven't seen this person for some time. Oh, wow. That's good. Familiarity. A lot of you don't know these things. When people too familiar with you, that respect reduces. When people too familiar with you, it brings a lot of things. It brings in disrespect. It limits your prestige, and just on and on. So make yourself sometimes as not all the time now. Make yourself so scarce. Let people wonder. They say, what you saying now? Yeah, just wait. Within a few seconds, you'll be here, and for sure they see you coming. Yeah, the people are familiar with you because that's your normal routine. So they have gotten used to it to the extent that respect is gone. Then I wonder, yeah, hey man, we miss the presence of this guy here. When you were around here, now, yeah, the whole place here, yeah, cheer up. People should also recognize this for something good. The impact in the society. They shouldn't miss you for the wrong things. Let them miss you for the right thing. And add value to yourself. I will say to you, the attitude will always pass through the office of your character. So for those of you who are knowledgeable, take each of those letters that made up the word attitude and go to the numbering and position them, the numbers in the alphabet, the position they have in the alphabet. Calculate all of those numbers. It will give you 100. That tells you your attitude is 100% you. My late mother used to say, pour what in your hands down. You can say pour what in you. So no matter how that person try to fake it, that attitude will show up through their character. So if that person is a rude person, no matter how they try to fake it, that attitude will be shown. That's why it's very good for you to be attentive. Pay attention to details. Yes, it's done the first time. The second time. The first time, yes, you can say it's an error. The second time, no, it's willful. First time, error. Second time, it's intentional. You say, I'm Mr. Scenario. So that person will familiarize themselves with it, say, for every time I'll just do it. And I'll then sorry at all. Seen it? So we need to actually be very alerted and to the common things around us. Thank you. when good is done for you. Sorry when you go wrong. Please, when you need assistance, and be able to greet people. You go to a gallery, see the people seated, greet them. Not too much pride. Put your ego, put that wings of yours down. Today, tomorrow, you fall. The same people around that will reach out to you. You're in a community. You don't even speak to people. You feel that you are missed this, you are missed that, or Mr. This. Be able to greet people, build that relations, that human relation. Who says you should be too intimate with them? But at least the least thing you can ever do, don't hold back your greetings. Oh, morning, good afternoon, hi. It's enough. We say you go carry yourself and explain your life story to the people. No. But extending greetings to people when you see them, it adds on to you. It shows your level of humility. For some of you in communities, in places, you're so proud. And it's interesting to know we have one other fellow in our building here. I will say that. This fellow will come and see people seated. Young men, people outside, lecturing and all that kind of stuff. He will pass without greeting. A very young man. He will pass without greeting. So we said, well, who is this guy? So there came a time where he got jammed and he needed some assistance. Everybody was just looking at him. So these are things that do happen. So at the end of the day, don't feel that, because you are highly educated or you are highly placed in society, so no other person, can greet them or something. No, my friend. Thus we came, and thus we shall return. When that life is taken out of you, you are mortal, you finish. The same people you call that speech from are the people who will be taking you and carrying you to the places that they should carry you. When you have issues, these are the people who will be the first responder before even your family can. All of you, most of you, before that happen, because you get a little 1 or 2 cents, and you say that there, you put out that big they come on, my friend. Even the little child does something for you. Tell her thank you, tell him thank you. Don't feel too big. Appreciate somebody. Oh, please help me. Oh, you like, give me that thing. No, please help me get that thing. Show that remark. Be responsible in your attitude. With that being said, we say good morning to you. And let me say to all of my Arsenal fans, yes, congratulations. We defeated Chelsea on yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was a good day. One of the good days for me. Yeah. One of the good days for me on yesterday. What happened was I cheered Nima County, and Nima County won her game. Yes. And also I cheered Grand Crew County. Grand Crew County won her game. And all of my prediction came to reality. And mind you, my darling Arsenal with Chelsea. So to all my Chelsea friends, you're sorry. All my Chelsea friends, you're sorry. 3 seasons running now. Yeah, you and Man U are what they're men. So it's just for the fun. Let's not get make some adjustment, Yes, let me some adjustment musically to entertain you. Yeah. To entertain you this morning a little. Then we come to talk these weird issues. It's very important. Yesterday, I was so surprised to have seen people that least expected. Yeah, folks that least expected to the way they acted. Was especially when it comes to our national anthem, where people we hold in high esteem to understand, the pattern. They were the one violating, and we always see these things happening. So the education ministry, you have more to do. Yes, that's why we continue to say When the minds are developed, the eyes will appreciate the words of the hands. Education ministry, you got a lot to do. The first and foremost thing, we introduce the teaching of civics in all of our schools. Yes. Then at the senior level, you'll be teaching the Constitution. Yes, it's very good for us because a lot of things people should expect people to know, they don't know it. And folks are growing up in this. They are growing up in this thing. So maybe they have the opportunity one of these days to go to other countries. And when the people national anthem is being signed, then you there moving, the punishment you will get, not be for fun. Because we always say chastity. The thing I can say charity is chastity, to chastise somebody. Chastity begins at home and ends abroad. Today in Liberia, the national anthem is being signed, you're moving. Your flag is being hosted, you're walking. No attention. So it will be a part of you. You will take it outside. I want to rotten will correct you. So let's get this break to be right back. Don't go away.
Around you, Nigeria, elections are no longer elections, they are selections. The will of the people is sold for crumbs, while politicians dine with billions they stole from you. Democracy is dead, can't you see? Everybody's hungry, they bribe the court. Our nation's future has been sold and bought. Ballot boxes stolen in broad daylight. Cops with machetes turn off the light. Police stand still, they watch and grin. The system is rigged, the people can't win. They say, do or die. By hook or by crook, they must rule. And you, the people, you suffer, you starve. Yet they laugh in your face and call you fool. Our democracy is dead, can't you see? Everybody now hungry, they bribe the court. Our nation's future has been sold and bought. Democracy is dead, can't you see? Everybody now hungry, they bribe the court. Our nation's future has been sold and bought.
Very sad information reaching us. A vehicle somersaulted around the Nigerian house, right around the Christ the King area. We've been told that people are lying unconscious. The police are on top of the issue. Yeah, the police on top of the issue. We see the gray vehicle somersaulted just in a while. There's a lot of options coming through. How did it happen? Because we have huge traffic along the Tottenham Boulevard there. How this came about. That's why we say accident. Drivers, take your time. So wherever you are and wanting to weigh in on some of the things that we spoken of, or you have Other issues to raise this morning to bring to the attention of the public. The lines are open 0887 105 105 0778 665 073. On the flip side, 9 o'clock, we're going to get our discussion going through. So 0887 105 105 0778 665 073. Our numbers to call this morning and form part of the Positive Show right here on Love Radio 105.1.
You, Nigerians, elections are no longer elections, they are selections. The will of the people is sold for crumbs, while politicians dine with billions they stole from you. Democracy is dead, can't you see? They buy the hungry, they bribe the poor. Our nation's future has been sold and bought. Ballot boxes stolen in broad daylight. Cops with machetes turn off the light. Police stand still, they watch and grin. The system is rigged, the people can't win. They say, do or die. By hook or by crook, they must rule. And you, the people, you suffer, you starve. Yet they laugh in your face and call you fool. Oh, democracy is dead, can't you see? They buy the hungry, they bribe the poor. Our nation's future has been sold and bought. Democracy is dead, can't you see? They buy the hungry, they bribe the poor. Our nation's future has been sold and bought. North to south, east to west, we all feel the pain deep in our chest. Don't retreat and tear us apart. We need one voice, we need one heart. The system is united against us, but we are divided against ourselves. They use tribe, they use religion to keep us blind while they steal the nation. Enough is enough, enough is enough. Democracy is dead, can't you see? Can't you see? They buy the hungry, they bribe the poor, they bribe the poor. Our nation's future has been sold and bought. Democracy is dead, can't you see? They buy the hungry, they bribe the poor, they bribe the poor. Our nation's future has been sold and bought. People unite, stand for your rights, no more chains, no more lies, no more. Look around you, Nigerians. Elections are no longer elections, they are selections. The will of the people comes, while politicians dine with billions stole from you. Democracy is dead, can't you see? They're hungry, they're right, the course. Our nation's future has been stolen and bought. Ballot box is stolen in broad light. Dogs with machetes turn off the light. Police stand still, they watch and grin. The system free, the people can't win. They say, you die. By hook or by crook, they must rule. And you, the people, you suffer, you starve. Yet they laugh in your face and call you fool. Oh, democracy is dead, can't you see? They're lying hungry, they're lying Our nation's future has been stolen. Oh, democracy is dead, can't you see? They're lying hungry, they're lying Our nation's future has been stolen. North to south, east to west, we all feel the pain deep in our chest. Don't let religion tear us apart. We need one voice, we need one heart. The system is united against us, but we are divided against ourselves. They use pride, they use religion to keep us blind while they steal the nation. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Democracy is dead. Can't you see? Can't you see? They ride the hungry, they ride the poor, they ride the poor. Our nation's future has been sold and bought. Democracy is dead. Can't you see? They ride the hungry, they ride the poor, they ride the poor. Our nation's future has been sold and people unite, stand for your rights, no more change, no more lies, no more.
So it's quite interesting. One very sad note for me earlier. Nico, a few minutes ago, Olufai, right before the Nigerian house, gray, charcoal gray. Let me get this quick. Let's move it out. It's a four-wheeler charcoal gray with license plate A612369. A612369. The Jeep Summer Center, and it's right now ongoing. Police, bystanders are all around there. We've been told that 3 lifeless bodies at the moment lied right across the road by the Castle King school fence there, right by the roadside, and the Jeep is on the other end of the road by the Nigerian house side. So we say to the public, let us remain calm. The police is on top of the matter, and we hope to get more information from there as every effort we made to get the victims from the scene. The jeep is there, like I said, a charcoal gray 4Runner Jeep with lesson plate A612369. A612369. Oh my God. We just said it this morning. The drivers, please take your time while driving and adhere to the rules that governs the traffic. Yeah, you must be very, very, very cognizant of that. So this morning, what caught my attention on yesterday when we were at the Samuel Kind of Sports Complex, you know, for every time a game is about to start, you have the national anthem being sung. So I observed, and this is not just the first time, this is a continuous issue in our country, not just at the sports stadium, but even at other programs when the call for the national anthem, we see people moving about, journalists, law enforcers, ministers, prelates, I mean, just every spectrum of our society, we find people now adhering to the rules and regulations, the simple rules. Whenever the flag is being hosted or brought down, attention is called. All movements ceased. You see that flag will be hosted or brought down. But today, we notice that even in the presence of law enforcers, while the flag of the Republic of Liberia has been hosted, whether by a school or institutions, even the law enforcers, when they are hosting flags at the various zones and depots, see people moving. When we were growing up, we opened our eyes to these things. Our eyes open up to these things. Dare you? But then in Gardensville supermarket, precisely our home when they were building the town hall you see there, when they were building the town hall, one of our properties were being used at the time as a squatted facility for the township. And then you have Mr. James Brooks. He was the commissioner, the township commissioner there of Gardnersville. And our building was being used as the township court. One of our properties there in Gardnersville was being used. So we saw these things. There are a lot of people who were brought at the court for violating these kinds of core, like the flag is being hosted and people walking, maybe to understand at a program, the national anthem is being sung, you see people moving about. So they brought people at the court, punished them, and they were fined. But then, Mr. James Brooks, he was the commissioner of Gardnersville. Yes. So, aside from that, we were privileged. I say privileged to learn civics in school. Unlike nowadays, only very few schools teaching civics. So we want the government to make this thing mandatory. This is where the citizens will learn. The youthful generation now, kids that are growing up now, will get to know the value of the national symbols and songs. You ask a student, a grade school student now, from a public school or a private school, just very few of them are able to sing the national anthem properly. Even people, most of us, media institutions, media practitioners, lawmakers, ministers, get us to go to this context, sing the national anthem, or even say the pledge properly. We not agree. It becomes so difficult because we do not prioritize this. Most of our friends now, the Gen Zs, they don't even know the value of the national symbols. And what is expected that even the people who senior them, they are no longer giving that value to the national symbols and songs. They no longer give value to the national symbols and songs. So how will the young folks know the importance? Come on. Where are the educators? Even at schools, some of the schools around here, when they are singing the national anthem, the instructors are standing there and the kids are mispronouncing words. What is lewa lewa? And we see it as nothing. We play less attention to it. And this is eating the fabric of our society. For some of you who traveled out of here, and most especially those of you who are in the US and go for citizenship, these are things that the American people don't play with. We've seen the questionnaires for candidates who want to be citizen of the US after 5 years. After you stay 5 years in the country, you can apply for your citizenship. There's great scope on how you're doing. So the questionnaire, some of the things that they ask you, you will be able to sing your national anthem. Who produced the national anthem? How many stripes on the flag of the Republic? For instance, Liberia. How many stripes do we have on our flag? What's the definition of the seal? What's the definition of the various colors? These are things our people are not paying attention to. Our students are graduating from school, going to higher institutional learning without that knowledge, but we profess to be citizens. How in the world you are a citizen of a country and you do not know how to sing the national anthem? How in the world you say you are an educated person, a citizen of the land, you do not even know how to say the pledge? You do not even know the meaning of the flag, the colors, what they represent, the star, at least to say, going to the seal, the various symbols that make up the seal, all these things. And let us be real. Right now, I'm looking up for somebody who's very versed in that area. We will try our best and make this a part of our programs to be teaching these things. I said to people, and I'm saying it again, the media has a greater role in the society. Instead of us spending our time just on politics and politics, our children are growing up not even having that value, that value for our national symbols and songs. They lack the knowledge and the importance of these things. To occasions, the national anthem is being sung. You see people moving, lottering, journalists. That's why you are required to position yourself to a particular place. When the national anthem is being sung, you will not move. So if you want to catch photos, like a photojournalist or so, you want to get a glance of where or who at that occasion, you must position yourself to a place. When the national anthem is being sung, you will be stationed. And stop the lottering. We saw those things on yesterday. I was kind of surprised. Ministers, senators, representatives, journalists, security officers. I mean, it was so degrading. I was sitting with some friends and I was like, why are we doing this to ourselves? Then how we expect foreigners to respect our national symbols and songs? When you, the citizens, cannot lay the example. How? All we discuss is politics, but the things that make us citizens of this country, we do not even value it. Oh, I'm a citizen of Liberia. Okay, sing the national anthem. You know it. Oh, hey, I can't go back to grade school again. So that shows the limitation. As a citizen, and you call yourself an educated person, you must have gone through that process, learned the national anthem. So for those of you who maybe you did not have the opportunity to learn it in school, the people get a book they're passing around here. And you know, people like me saying the ABC book. So ask them, let them sell to you the civics book. Ask them to get civics book. Buy yourself one copy of that civics book. You will learn, and you get yourself one copy of the Constitution, so you know these things, so that somebody can infringe on your rights as a citizen. But a lot of you people infringe on your rights. How many of you do know that when someone goes to arrest you, regardless of the crime you've committed, but that officer, that arresting officer, needs to identify himself and explain your millennial rights to you? How many of you know that? Because the education is not being provided. The millennial rights need to be given to you. Say, look, you have the right to a lawyer. You have a right to phone call. 3 phone calls. Anything you say here will be used against you in the court of competent jurisdiction. That person will understand his limits at that point in time. And will understand his or her rights. Not to just go arrest you. Oh, you're under arrest. Let go. Or why am I being arrested? When you go to the Zoom, then you will look. No. That's not how it works. So you see? So when we get to this point, when all of these educations are provided to us, regardless of our age, it will help our country. It will help us in the law enforcement. It will help us in so many areas of this country. Now it has reached the point to the extent that even the people who are eager and going after you to vote them when election comes, he wants to be a representative or a senator. He tells you, he will pay role, you do this one. Is that his role or his responsibility to do these things? You see that? So that's why politicians have blinded your eyes. they omitted the teaching of civics in our schools, or because they do not want you to understand your roles and responsibilities in society and know their own roles and responsibilities in the society. So because of the blindness, they use you anyhow. How many of you do know that you have the right to impeach these people that you have voted? You need to get signatures. How many of you do know these things? How many of us do know these things? The lawmaker is not performing. What needs to be done to get the attention of his colleagues in that form of manner? So the people, because of our ignorance of these laws on the books, or the policies on the books, they use our ignorance to make themselves demagogues. The three cardinal function of a lawmaker. It is not a responsibility to obey rule. Lawmaking, oversight, and representation. Lawmaking, oversight, and representation. So it is his responsibility to represent you at the level of the Senate or the level of the House of Representatives, to enact laws on your behalf. And they have the oversight to call the ministers who are responsible. Let's say, for instance, there's this health issue. That's why you see them, they call these ministers, they call these directors to hearing. Why is it that our people are complaining about this health threat, this threat to their health and all that kind of stuff? That's the power they have. Mr. Public Works Minister, this is X, Y, and Z. The lobbyistic power, be able to lobby so that they enact laws on your behalf. It is not a responsibility to build roads. It is not a responsibility to build school for you. It is their responsibility because they have oversight to go to those institutions that are responsible. That's why they put money in the budget for you, for those projects to be carried out in the communities or in the districts. But because you lack the understanding of these functions that they have as lawmakers, you see them to be, oh yeah, the name on payroll. Not only responsibility of payroll. You see that? So it was so degrading on yesterday. And this is not just the beginning. It has always happened. And this is what we need to put hope to. And how can we put hope to it? By providing the necessary education to our people. Telling them when the national anthem is being sung, you need to be in attention. Stop all movement. Whether you're on the football field or into some kind of gallery where the people singing the national anthem, put a heart to your movement until the anthem is being completed. Simple. When we sit there, we don't care about these things. We call ourselves citizens. They bring the symbol in front of you. What's the meaning of those symbols that make up the seal? You don't know. Some of you eager, oh yes, I want to be an American citizen. Go to America, you want to take American citizenship. After 5 years, you apply. You then study the American Constitution. You want to know because you want to be a citizen of America. But you come to Liberia, you don't even regard your national anthem. You don't even regard your national symbols. On days coming, you see the females making themselves, undressing themselves and using our flags in the wrong way. Then we laugh with it. They're all on social media, degrading our country. National symbol. All these things, they are hindering the progress of Liberia. That's why I continue to say, when the minds are developed, the eye to appreciate the works of the hands. These things are hindering our progress. All we dwell on is politics, politics. Oh, the other people ain't do that one. The other people ain't do that one. But at the end of the day, the little things that matters, we don't care about it. I hear people, oh, the bread and butter issues. These are also bread and butter issues. You as a lawmaker or former lawmaker, or you as a representative, you as a minister or deputy minister or former minister, these are some of the bread and butter issues. How well the people know the law, how well the people know their rights and responsibilities. It's not about rest. The constitutional mandate. The Constitution tells you that all power is inherent in the people. But the people, because of the lack of knowledge, and they do not know the power that they carry or they have, so they relinquish those powers to you because you are the seat. So they see you to be more than them. No, they are your employer. You are their employee. You work by the will and pleasure of the people. That's why we try to educate the people every time that you shouldn't vote somebody based on rights or based on money. You should vote your conscience. And the people tell you, people are the only way I can eat from the people here, so we eat the money that, oh, come on, no. That's your birthright you are giving to somebody. That's why you see some of these people out there, literally, they're not fit to be there. But because they took loans and other things to induce you with money, you took yourself the birthright and sold it to them. At the end of the day, some of them look in your face and tell you, say, after all, I bought your vote. The power of God, I bought it from you. So I decide what to do for you. Because the right you have, you sold it to me. They're being abusive because you do not know the power you carry. That's why I continue to say to us as media practitioners, this 2026, we must engage in these kinds of educational programs that will enlighten the minds of the citizens. At the end of the day, the citizen know that he has his role and responsibility as a citizen. He has his limitations. You as an appointed or elected official, you have your roles and responsibility, and you have your limitation. But because these kinds of education are provided to the public, provided to our people, so everybody doing their own thing. What you feel, you think because the man is blind, so they say blind leading the one eye man in the time is what? In the midst of the blind, you are the king. It's not about all of the education. Oh, you get a master degree, you get it's all, I mean, I saw some of the master degree people, the PhD people, yesterday on the field, national anthem being played or sung, then they're walking. So that one a common sense. So you call for your master degree. Patriotism and nationalism is lacking. That's what the Bible tells us. Lack of knowledge, my people perish. Wisdom comes from God. You lack wisdom, you can get all of the papers. But when you lack wisdom, you are doomed. Come on. Why will we be denigrating our country in this form of manner through our actions? And you see officers, law enforcers, the BP1 and all, they are fond of this habit. The national anthem has been sung, and you see somebody lottery, you arrest the person. So when one or two people being arrested and punished for this, come on, we will start to get on par. Like the pre-war starter, where somebody, when they see the flag is being hosted, while at school hosting the flag, or the ministry or agency or some institution hosting the flag of the Republic of Liberia and they're moving about. Come on. Let's take, for instance, along the Topman Boulevard, you have several institutions that are mostly the police station. When the flag is being hosted at 6 anti-meridian, that whistle will be blown. A police officer will stay in the middle of the road to halt all vehicle movement until that flag is being hosted. And after the flag is being hosted, blow the whistle and movement begins. 6 post-meridian, gets on that road again, blow the whistle. All moving vehicles, all moving objects, you human being moving, you will stop. And that flag will be brought down. And afterwards, blow that whistle, movement starts. Those are things that we open our eyes to. How did we get here? That even people who should be enforcing these laws are violators of the law. That's why you see a police officer will get so brave to the extent he carries the flag and see he jump into a fist fight. And the citizens themselves, lack of knowledge and respect for the symbol of the country they call their own home, or they are citizen of, they get so brave to fight officer that is carrying the seal and flag. Because we don't place value on these things. We don't place value on these things until we realize that nationalism and patriotism will take off forward. We must begin with ourselves. The media must take this to educate our people. This is one of the educative part of our broadcast that we should be engaging with. But mind you, one of the biggest things on the media now is gamble. Everybody, 2255 all kind of, we gambling, using the media to gamble. They will say, oh yeah, we're generating funds. At the end of the day, the entire country, everybody gambling. We can spend time cautioning people to play star 2255 hash, but we cannot take a time to educate the people, to explain to them the importance of the national symbols, the importance of our national songs. We can explain to them their rights, but we induce them to play gamble. We subject them to gambling. These are facts. We must say this without fear or favor. Our country needs revival, educational revival. So we need spiritual revival, but educationally we need revival. So 0887-105-105-0778. That's 0778-665-073. 0887-105-105. 0887-105-105. 0778-665-073. Our numbers to call. Let's talk about this. What do you make of it? I'm a citizen of Liberia. I can sing the national anthem. I can even say the pledge. But I call myself an educated person. I graduated from high school. I've graduated from college. Say the national anthem. Sing the national anthem now. You're not able. Say the pledge. You're not able. The flag of the Republic of Liberia, how many seals? How many colors? How many stripes? What's the meaning of the star? All these things. What's the representation of the red we have in our flag color? The white, the blue. We don't know these things, but yet we're proud to say we are citizens. We lack nationalism and patriotism. Go Ghana, go Nigeria. Let the people national anthem be playing, or the flag being hosted. You walk. You know what pilot get a drummer. So let's get our commercial commitment right here on the Positive Show. The truth helps those on the positive side. It hurts those on the negative side. We're not moved by multitude, but the faithful few who will use the time to pass on the education. And we know gradually it will cause some level of transformation that we all will be proud to say, yes, indeed, the boss started with me. Commercial commitment is next on the Positive Show. The lines are open: 0887 105 105, 0778 665 073.
You want more of the world best entertainment to start your year? Then you don't need to worry about anything, sir. DSTV get you. We get kicks, we get scores, we get action show, we get war show, we get real church police drama, we get fun, plenty for everybody. So Jerry La, come on and get connected. They get upgrade on the jet for you. More channel, more show, and more happiness for you and the entire family every day. DSTV get you all the way to buy, pay, or reconnect star 156 hash on your Lone Star or star 144 hash on your Orange. For anything you want to know, you can call +231 777 510 753 or +231 886 510 753. Hey man, DSTV is for everybody.
What is making your face sour again today? I'm supposed to pay my landlord today, but I forget today that Saturday and bringing close soon. But a big problem, you start MTN mobile money get push and pull service. Oh yeah, I can withdraw the money from my bank account to my mobile money account and pay my landlord in 5 minutes. Thank you, Jojo. Thank you.
Banking with any of these banks: GT Bank, UBA Bank, Access Bank, Echo Bank, BDR, ID Bank, Freeland Bank, or Global Bank. Simply visit the bank and request to link your bank account to your mobile money account. Get access to your money whenever you need it without any headache. That only takes 3 minutes. More, whenever, wherever.
MTN.
Whoa! MTN mobile money now to you for the first time in Liberia. You can send money from your phone straight to Africa, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Guinea, Uganda, Rwanda, Mali, and Senegal. No more stressing on how you will send your children's school fees to Rwanda or your market money to Guinea or any other your goods from Ghana. Momo is now across borders. So just star 156 star 1 hash, select international transfers and follow the instructions.
Send money instantly and conveniently across Africa right from the phone. Dial star 156 star 1 hash and select international transfer to cross borders with Momo. Outbound remittance powered by BNB and Lone Star sell MTN mobile money.
MTN.
Are you looking for fast, reliable internet for your home, small business, or office? Look no further. Get the MTN 4G router from any MTN service center today for just $49 at 4 router and $89 at 6 router, and enjoy connectivity and convenience like never before. No stress, just connectivity and convenience. You can activate your router yourself at any time using MTN Momo or airtime. Just dial star 355 hash and enjoy bundles starting as low as $9.
Rush now and get your 4G internet router. Call 5656 for more information. Enjoy affordable, fast, and reliable internet with Lone Star MTN. Business done better.
MTN.
Now you're in the town. And my shepherd dog is
It's a dawn of a new day in broadcasting, and I've got news for you, radio and television stations owners and managers. Expert Communications Consultant is here to solve your equipment installation and purchasing needs. At Expert Communication Consultant, we are the premier source for professional radio and television installation. Contact us today for the following services. We build, install, and do servicing on towers from start to finish. Do a full installation of radio and television equipment. We soundproof and brand radio and television studios of all kinds. We do repairs on radio and television equipment. We do order radio and television equipment as well as spare parts from Italy. The biggest news is we have state-of-the-art solar broadcasting system that uses solar power. So look no further for your communication perfection. Expert Communication Consultant, your premier source for professional radio and television installation. We are located on 10th Street in Cinco, Monrovia, right in the technology building. We can be contacted on 231-886-462632 or 231-770-462632 or email us at owusup33@yahoo.com. Expert Communication Consultant, your premier source for professional radio and television installation.
and my shepherd dog is
Before the sunrise.
Car Renter is bigger and better with affordable rides for you. Anywhere in Monrovia is $5 or its equivalent for a ride. You can order a ride anywhere within Cinco and Central Monrovia and pay just $5 or its equivalent in Liberian dollar. Airport drop-off is $30 or its equivalent in Liberian dollar. And Princeville is just $15. Book your ride by calling 0880-3786-92, 0880-378-487, or 0555-773-773. Once again, book your ride by calling 0880-3786-92, 0880-378-487, or 0555-773-773. Car Renters, your affordable ride just for you. Are you looking for a getaway that combines the beauty of nature with luxurious accommodations? Look no further than Woki Farms in Carisburg along the Kakata Highway, where dreams come true from rolling hills to sparkling streams. Woki Farms, it's traveler's dream. We offer a unique experience for all with a 20% discount on all of our services. We are open every day from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And let's not forget about the food. At Woki Farms, we pride ourselves on our farm-to-table dining experience. Enjoy delicious meals made from fresh, locally and internationally sourced ingredients. There's no time to waste. Explore our farm where you can get up close and personal with friendly animals. A place with breathtaking views. You won't leave your worries behind. From cozy cabins to elegant travel rooms, Woki Farms, where memories are sweet. Whether you are seeking a peaceful retreat or an adventure-filled vacation, we have live band days and every Sunday. So why wait? Plan your vacation or outing with Woki Farms in Carisburg along the Kakata Highway and experience the beauty of nature. Indulge in luxury and create memories for lifetime. For reservation, call us on 0881 248401. From sunrise to sunset, every moment is grand at Woki Farms because we are the ultimate wonderland. Are you looking for that perfect live band to make your event unforgettable? Look no further than Shatter Live Band Service. With our exceptional music talent and captivating performances, Shatter Live Band will bring the magic to your special occasion. Shatter Live Band, the heartbeat of your event, bringing joy in rhythm, making memories heaven sent. From wedding to parties, they will set the stage on fire. Shatter Live Band, your ultimate desire. Whether it's a wedding, corporate event, or private party, Shatter Live Band Service is the answer. Our diverse repertoire and energetic performances will keep your guests dancing all night long. Don't settle for ordinary when you have the extraordinary with Shatter Live Band Service. Contact Shatter Live Band Service today on 0881 248401 and let the music speak for itself. With Shatter Live Band Service, where every note tells a story.
You want more of the world's best entertainment to start your year? Yeah? You're not need to worry about anything, sir. DSTV get your. We get kicks, we get schools, we get action show, we get war show, we get real church police drama, we get fun, plenty for everybody. So get relaxed, go on and get connected. They get upgrade on the chat for you. More channel, more show, and more happiness for you and the entire family every day. DSTV get you all the way to buy, pay, or reconnect. Get that *156# on your Lone Star or *144# on your Orange. For anything you want to know, you must call +231 777 510 753 or +231 886 510 753. Hey man, DSTV is for everybody.
DSTV for everybody. Come and advertise your goods and services with us, and you'll be glad that you did, because for a affordable price, we do that's more than what you expected to do, even more. Our online radio, our Facebook handle, Love Live on Facebook, and of course our FM and Love Radio 105.1. So the lines are open: 087 105 105 0778 665 073. Our numbers to call this morning. Let's talk about these things and matters. What are some of the things that you want us to talk about? And let's lay emphasis on this. We may not have the multitude of calls, but we can engage in getting the right things to be done. I always say to people, not because more people are doing it makes it right. And the dispensation where we find ourselves, because we see more people doing this thing, so we think that it is right, and it's wrong. So let us begin to actually engage our minds into positive ventures. Nigeria belongs to all of us. Politically, we have a lot of disagreement, but we should see Liberia as the common denominator, a line that holds us together regardless of your religious and political beliefs. Why are we tearing ourselves apart? All because of political interest. We go for the worst. When the wrong things are done, we run with it. But when it comes to the right thing, we don't emphasize, we don't publicize that. The last time I was on this radio, that was on Tuesday. On Monday, I made a publication calling on the Front Page Africa newspaper to actually visit one of his stories he carried in one of his editions of the week relating to the River G shooting incident. And where they misapplied a photo. The photo that they carried wasn't the photo that they should have carried. The man who is not even part of the shooting incident, his photo was being used for the publication. And as it stands, this has caused Officer Stephen Tibia a serious problem. It has caused his character, it has caused a serious dent on his character. He receives calls on the daily basis, questioning his security, credibility, and so forth. And up to present, there has been no response or no reaction to that from Front Page Africa. Officer Stephen wrote Front Page Africa, and let me read for you the letter that he wrote Front Page Africa. January 13, 2026, Mr. Rodney C.A., Front Page Africa, Cinco Old Road, Monrovia, Liberia. Subject: request for immediate retraction of publication using my photo. Dear Mr. C.A., I write to formally request the immediate removal and retraction of a publication released by your agency, the Front Page Africa, that features my photograph in connection with a news story dated January 9, 2026, with headlines: ERU Sergeant arrested after parking dispute turns violent, leaves 2 injured in River G. Reported by Peter P. Toh Jr. This is a serious misrepresentation that has caused significant harm to my reputation and personal well-being. Please note that I have no association whatsoever with the incident reported, and the use of my image in this context is both inaccurate and defamatory. I kindly urge your agency to 1. Remove the publication from all platforms, including your website, social media, and the Liberian broadcasting station. 2. Issue a public correction and apology, clarifying that I am not connected to the reported crime. 3. Confirm in writing that these actions have been completed. Failure to address this matter promptly may compel me to seek legal remedies to protect my rights and reputation. I trust your agency values accuracy and integrity and will act swiftly to correct this error. Please acknowledge receipt of this letter and provide a timeline for the correction, the corrective actions. Thank you for your immediate attention to this urgent matter. Signed, Stephen Tibia, Double Row, Plainsville, Liberia, CC, Ministry of Justice, Liberia National Police, Office of the Vice President. So this is how far it has gone. So Stephen wrote a letter to Front Page Africa directly addressed to Mr. Rodney C.A., and he CC'd the Ministry of Justice, the Liberal National Police, and the Office of the Vice President, for which he's assigned to the Vice President detail. This is troubling. We said it the last time, and we are saying it again. Front-Page Africa needs to do the needful. Yeah, we need to do the needful. Verifying photos attached to stories is very important because photos speaks volume. Some people don't understand. They just post photos, they just but it carries weight. And the saddest thing of it is that a crime was being committed that has to do with a shooting of citizens. But as a matter of fact, this person who have carried out this crime in River G was arrested and detained. Stephen, for the past, I don't know, the last time I spoke with him on the air here, he have not gone that side for almost 4 to 5 years. But his photo was being used by Front-Page Africa on that troubling story. So calling on Front-Page Africa to do the needful, like I read in the papers. That's the letter he wrote, a copy of it. I want to use this moment to call on my colleagues to do the needful because it has to do with this man's life. And if this cannot be corrected, it's going to take him a very long way. You cannot convince people that, they did not pass, but he will be held liable for crimes that he did not commit. Because whenever people come across that publication, he will definitely be linked to the incident, which of course he has no idea of. 0887-105-105-0778-665-073. Let's talk about other issues that you have burning your chest and some of the things that we've spoken of. We can get to talk about it right here on the Positive Show with just barely 10 minutes to go. Let's hear from you. We need to talk. It is good that we talk about the things. They come out that many times before that death. So if we are tight-lipped on some of these things that are creeping on us, like we told you, we need the reintroduction of civics in our schools, teaching of civics in our schools and the Constitution. In my mind, it will help to transform and open the eyes of Liberians to know their rights and responsibilities. Oh, yes. Let's get to the line and talk to this person. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you, sir? What's your name and the journal from where?
Thank you. A pleasure on the show this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing a conversation on page 9 this morning.
What's your name?
The name is P. Melvin Doe.
Okay, Doe. Let's hear you.
Let me appreciate you kindly this morning with one of your talking points. It is important that some of those issues you spoke about need to be addressed, more especially the issue that has to do with national action. You spoke about the reintroduction of service in our schools these days. I think it's commending, it's appreciable. But before even a statement will be taught in the reintroduction of service in school, I don't want to believe that the way people are adhering to the national actions and even the pledge of the flag is too condemning. We as Liberians must condemn it. was bus coming up. Before 10 o'clock in the evening time, the officer blew the whistle. Everybody would stop, would stand, and that flag would be dropped down. And even in the morning time, the whistle would be blew again, and the flag would go. Everybody take the moving drone. But today, the flag will be, they will be hosting the flag, and the people will be on the normal glorified activity. It's wrong. Respect our country flag. We must be able to recite our national anthem. These are organic things that guide us as citizens of this country. If you cannot respect the flag or cannot recite the national anthem, I do think you are Liberian, a true Liberian. And so I want to appreciate this morning. I hope all of that listen to the platform this morning will take piece of this advice and the reading the doctrine and the adhering to our national anthem and even the pleasure of the flag will be respected. Thank you this morning for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for being a part of the broadcast this morning. You said it right. That's it. And it will interest you to know that even instructors, people that are providing education for our future leaders, they themselves don't even know how to say the national anthem. Because if you are abreast with that national anthem, you won't sit there and allow the kids to be saying, which one is that? And they probably stand there and hear these kinds of things coming from the kids without correction. So the education minister needs to do more. Oh yes. That's what you need to do more, man. It's not just about you started a fine approach. It's not just about the office or move, but we need to know the kind of people that are providing education to our children, especially for the beginner stage, because this is the foundation. When the foundation is not solid, trust me, you pour heavy blocks on that foundation. That's why you see a building that you see cracks on. That shows that the foundation was not properly laid out. There are a lot of schools here. When these kids are speaking, you listen to them, you know that yes, they are learning. Yes, you know that the kids are learning. But we have other kids, come on, they don't even know at grade school level, elementary level, you're in the 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, up to, let's say, 10th grade, 12th grade either, even college level. Up to present, you can bet people. They don't even know the meaning of the various scribes, the various scribes. They don't even know the color, what it represents. They don't even know the star, what it represents. Then the symbols that made up the seal, they don't even know. But yeah, we say that. Come to think about it, the flag is being hosted. Find people moving. National anthem being sung at public gathering. Journalists, law enforcers, everybody just here, there, yana moving like nothing happening. Come on. How did we get here? Lack of patriotism and nationalism. But when you leave from here, you go to America, you're seeking the people citizenship, you'll be studying the Constitution, you'll be studying all of the little things about America because you want citizenship of America. But the country that you have breath, you are born in, that you are a citizen, not by naturalization, but a birth. You care about the things that made up that country, make you to be who you are, referred to as a citizen of that country. Journalists and all. Go to these functions. It was so sad. I mean, all of the games I witnessed on yesterday at the field, I was surprised. See people, the national anthem has been sung. Then you people lottering, officers moving, journalists, everybody doing the same thing. Where are we? How did we get here? It is so pathetic. We need to pour a halt to this. If it calls for people to be fined, let us begin that. Maybe that's the only language we understand in Liberia. When you are not punished for your wrongdoing, then it makes sense. So when people are being caught and punished, all of us will adhere to this. When we see the flag being hosted, we will stay in attention. When the national anthem is being sung, we will definitely play that role by standing and giving that allegiance. Yes, we need to do these things. We have to do them. Patriotism and nationalism is lacking. See, lawmaker there yesterday. The national anthem has been. I mean, come on, man. Come on, for heaven's sake, though. Zero 778-665-073-0887-105-105. Our numbers to call with just barely a few minutes. Let's hear from you. Let's talk about these things. These things matter to us. You don't know your constitutional rights. You don't know your millennial rights. So at the end of the day, somebody go arrest you. The time they go arrest you, if it does it fall in line with how grief is that situation that you should be arrested at that time? All these things, you don't know it. Because you they say ignorant to the law, there's no excuse. So that's why I continue to say the media plays a pivotal role. We who are media practitioners and media owners, we must engage into these educated programs that will enlighten the minds of the people, get them to understand the things that matter. We talk about, we hear people bread and butter issue. This is one of the major bread and butter issues. The allegiance to the country. The allegiance to the country. That nationalism and patriotism is lacking. So anything someone go to do with people think at a time. But if all of us, each one can teach one, friends, the transformation of Liberia will be speeded. I always say when the minds are developed, the eyes will appreciate the works of the hands. The limitation is too much when it comes to those things that we should know for ourselves. Somebody look at you and say, oh, I'll pay you, representative. That's what he tells you. Because he won't power for you. Representative. Like, if he becomes a representative or a senator, is that his function? No. He has still cardinal function. Lawmaking, oversight, and representation. You let people bobo. That's why you see our country is what it is, because we make people, we give relevance to people who relevance is not even due. But because of political aggrandizement, the both people will say, because of political quest, so we put anybody. That's why the sacredness of that place is no longer in existence. Anybody can feel like, oh yes. You know what it takes for you to be called honorable? We misuse the word, because honorable is not because of the title. It should even go along. That honorable should even, that title should even go along with your attitude. The way you carry yourself in society, the way you do things. But we sit there and allow ourselves Oh, honorable. The man is dishonorable. He's not honorable. She's not honorable. She's dishonorable because the person is not in line with the nomenclature. Honorable. So until we can find the time to understand these things, we will continue to be in error, and at the end of the day, people will just laugh at us. So wherever you are, well, folks, time have caught up with us. This has been a wonderful time on the Positive Show. My name is Rufus Divine Cannon. I read in order to follow. First among equals, of course, I'm destined for greatness. Like I always say to you, two things in this life you always be remembered for: the problems you create and the problems you solve. And we must be able to take responsibility of two things in our lives: our fortune and that of our misfortune. Because in Union Consults as a show, we've gone above our rights to prove we over or prevail. We've had enhanced our country cause defending. We meet the full with valor unpretending. It was wonderful being here with you. Farm Forma and John Kessler will be here on tomorrow. For this week, it concludes my presentation on the Positive Show. Remember, Mahatma Gandhi said, and I quote, "The difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing is surface to solve most of the world's problems." Unquote. Have yourselves a wonderful and God bless day. Bye-bye.